was building on the lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze come freeze up. Straight drop for the kills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. I'm all with sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go.
Well, right now I'm relaxed, but I'm ready. It's like sharp but ready, and I'm ready. I'm ready for the fight. Even if I'm going to fight next week, I'm ready. And it's calm because I know that I've been working hard for this fight, and I've been working so good, and I can't wait. It's just a matter of time.
I think the first time I met Zurdo was maybe almost 5 years ago. My first fight with him, he came to me. He had a partially torn Achilles, and so that was right before his Angulo fight back in, I think, Oklahoma City. And we had about 10-12 weeks to prepare with a partially torn Achilles. And so I did a full assessment. His balance was horrible. His foot intrinsic, so like his feet were all kind of pointing in different directions. The toes were all weird. His balance was horrible, core, everything. He was very weak, but you know, as I got to know him, I saw that the intangibles that he had was his willpower, his ethics, his work ethics and everything was just on a whole nother level. But for him to get to that world champion level already with what he was working with was, amazing.
When it comes to ring maturity, I feel like he's developed a lot, and it shows in his last fights. Before we got together, he hadn't really knocked anyone out in quite a bit, and he's had nothing but stoppages at a higher weight class. So I feel like he's grown a lot in his abilities as a fighter.
After yoga, I feel better, like relaxed, like my body recovered really well, and yeah, that's why we do yoga every Saturday. Yeah, not only even in the week I like to do yoga and meditation too.
You know, he's made. You know, I told him like this is not going to be a one camp thing. It's not going to be an 8 week camp, and I'm going to add this much power. I was like, this needs to be a lifestyle. And you know, 4+ years later, and here we are. I mean, like, this dude's freaking strong. He's got a motor on him. He's an athlete for sure, and I think you're going to see that.
Not only the body, the mind too. I had to train every time my mind and prepare for everything. Prepare for the war. Prepare for be a fighter. Prepare for be a calm too. And it's a mix for everything.
With Zurdo, the only difference with this fight is that I can sense that he can sense that this is the real, like the really the big one, you know, and so there's a new sense of urgency that I haven't seen even in our whole time together that I see right now.
I'm confident because I know that I'm training so hard, and I know my potential, and I believe in myself, and I know I can do it.
The new working for the greatness, baby. 45-0. 45-0.